All right, so Title Tuesday. I missed the first one earlier today. I kind of overslept, but there's another one. Danya's a top seed. Wow. Higher rated than Ferrugia and Fabiano. Yeah, we have a pretty stacked lineup. Grishuk is number 11. Kamsky number 34. I've been raising my rating a little bit off stream. I think last week I was hovering around 2600, but I gained about 50 points off stream. Trying to get back over 2700. But for now, Title Tuesday starting in just a few seconds. Okay, playing an IM from Costa Rica. All right, we'll play Reverse London. Ooh, C4. Huh. I think I've seen this move order before. I mean, wants to transpose into a Banco. There's a funny line. I think it's a... The idea is if knight takes e5, I have queen d4. I play this move now. Move looks fine. Some weird opening though. To start the tournament. Okay, now takes... Wait a minute. Trapping the rook? Queen d4? Oh, queen d4, knight b3. Interesting though. I shouldn't take all my time here. Did this first. Trying to develop. It seems like white's position is like really close to crumbling. I might even be threatening bishop f2. Knight b3 anyway. And what if I play this move? Takes, takes. How does white save the rook? We may have landed on a new opening trap. It looks like the rook is trapped. I don't think there's any lines where I take the rook and my queen gets trapped. I'm always hitting a2 and b1. And what a weird opening. I had a similar idea. One of my shortest games ever in a FIDE rated classical tournament. It was a few years ago in Spain. I beat a WGM in 9 moves. And it used a similar idea in the opening, like trapping the rook in the corner. Because when the b pawn moves, sometimes there's no return. Okay, this is tricky because if I play bishop d7, there's queen b3 takes, takes. And then it's my rook maybe in trouble. But I have castling in that line. Castle takes, takes. I think I just take. Wait. I have to get out a check first. What am I saying? Getting ahead of myself. Good thing it's not touch move.
Hello from cold Canberra. In Rosen frozen.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty simple calculation. Queen b7, castle, takes, takes. I'm up a knight and have like monster initiative. And if takes castle and I mean, what else does white do though? I'm essentially threatening bishop c6. Welcome to Blue Shoe. I've never been to Canberra. Been to Brisbane, Adelaide, Sydney, and Melbourne. Someday I'll have to make it back to Australia. Yeah, queen b3, I'll play knight d7, threatening rook b8. Oh, but bishop c3 is coming. Okay, I have this move. Never get too relaxed. I have to keep some alertness. This move looks like too much fun. Takes and like knight e4. Maybe knight g4. Ooh. Okay. Develop. I just gotta watch my time. Spend so much time early in the game, which did pay off. Takes. Play this first. I'm keeping an eye on the knight, threatening rook b8. Bishop a4 is a crafty move. Maybe wasn't necessary though. Still not over. I'm up a rook though. I'll play this move. Threatening this and not quite threatening the knight. Bishop e1. Or queen e1. Honestly, I was expecting to win much quicker. But the opponent's been fighting. Oh, let's not hang a queen. That was close. Okay, plenty of time. I'm making it exciting though. Oh man.
Go Eric, play as your bot.
I'm trying. Where's my mate? Playing rook e3 checkmate.
Let's get a W Eric.
Okay, there's no stalemate, thankfully. It's almost close to a stalemate trick. Okay. I didn't even realize that was checkmate when I played it. Okay, what a funny game. Thank you, Not So Clear, and Jazz My Taz, and Guerio. Okay. Yeah, I was happy with this idea, like this e5 idea. I mean, I've never seen this this c4 move. Like almost everyone plays bishop b2 or e3. So e4, yeah, it's like this this diagonal is just so weak for white. Bishop d4. So why is it not winning though? Oh, e3. White can just give up the exchange. Ah, yeah. After this, it was all one-sided. Oh no, my energy. Oh yes, my energy. Okay, I feel slightly energized. Okay, Rosen, Ferrugia. Okay, some top players. We'll watch one of the final games of the round. Wow. Looks like black is playing for a win. Reminds me of Carlsen Nepo, game 6. It's the same imbalance. Rook, knight, and 2 pawns against a queen. But sometimes it's tricky for the king to find shelter. Welcome back, Barkovsky. And
Thank
Renly.
you for your streams, Eric. I started playing and came back to ChessBQ Ace of You and learned so much.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you, Renly. Okay. Next game starting soon. Oh, I was very close to playing Hikaru. I'm probably playing one of the lowest rated players with 1 point. Okay, we have a Dutch. Okay, already kind of a weird looking position. Considering d5. Like a playable move. I think it's a typical move in the Dutch. Try and destabilize a pawn chain. The bishop's open. This pawn appears to be hanging. And in taking the pawn, I defend this pawn. Also, bishop e6 ideas. Back. Okay. Another game I'm like winning straight out of the opening. Hopefully I can convert a little bit more cleanly this time. We might see resignation. And ready to simplify and simplify further. Welcome back to Pam. Yeah, if you're just joining, this is round 2 of Title Tuesday. The previous game I was winning after like 12 moves. This game is no different. And yeah, there's no way to like avoid the trade. I don't even know if I want to trade though. It might be going for h4, knight g5, and just some quick mating attack. Knight c5 is coming. I'm trying to calculate h4, knight c5, knight g5 takes. Take with bishop. I mean, I can just take here. Wait a minute. Take. Yeah. I should not be overthinking this. I was calculating taking on d6 and rook f6. But I can just take on c4 and be happy. Welcome back to Emberg. Good to see a lot of returning people, some new people. Yeah, usually there's not much chat interaction during actual Title Tuesday games. In spots like this, position's very nice. Opponent might be calculating this move. After which I probably throw in the check, takes, and then takes. Oh, wait a minute. Just realizing there's this move. I have to be careful. It's still like very, very good. I think I'll play this first. Hmm. Bishop, maybe bishop d5. Probably the safest approach. Because after takes, or in this line, if takes, I win the rook. Now I can take. Wow. Oh no, never mind. For a moment, I thought black's threatening to trap a queen. I have queen e5. Knight h4. I feel a little bit slow, but as long as the position's still winning. Let's get all the rooks involved. Oh, there's a funny tactic. Rook d8. I guess there's queen a3. Okay. Thank you, landowner. The prime sub. I mean, there's a few ways to prolong the game. That's one way. Hands free. Stop playing with your food. I'm savoring my food. Actually, I'm just trying to finish my food as quickly as possible. Yeah, the game went on a little bit longer than expected, but yeah, it was a strong opening. This knight a6 move probably isn't the best approach. Like knight a6 c5 only walked into d5. I think more standard is like d6, knight d7, knight e4, queen e8, etc. Yeah, usually I play a GM in the second round. But I think my rating is high enough now that at least today I've played lower players the first two games. Next game I'll play a GM probably. Still tied for first. Wow. Hikaru's in trouble. Although this is a draw. It's actually a pretty classic draw. If it was if these pawn and king were shifted, it would be winning for white. But with the G pawn, there's not much white can do. It would be nice to play like a big fish, like Veruja or Hikaru. But after this round, I'm going to be ahead of Hikaru. Let's watch Bortnik. Ooh, Bortnik also in trouble. So last week I survived this position with just the king. My opponent stalemated me. It was euphoria. I'm quite struggling a little bit, but okay, now they're figuring it out. Oh! Okay, it was already 50 moves. Yeah, usually the knight has to go in like a W shape or whatever the shape is. Yeah, mating with knight and bishop, it's one of these things that like if you're a title player, you really should know how to do, but it can still be difficult in a low time situation, especially with 1 second increment. So playing an IM from Azerbaijan. Seven C. Checked this a while ago. Remember, there's some reason for delaying taking. Black is kind of holding on to the pawn. Queen F3 should be 7. Queen G4. Just bishop E2. Just be patient. No need to try and win the pawn straight away. Just want to castle and play bishop F3. And like gradually rook C1. Trying to optimize the pieces. Fixing the pawn on A4. I do weaken B3, but it's hard for black to exploit. Okay, so what's happening? Knight C5. Takes. We trade queens. I win C4. I just go for it. And queen can move too. It's queen E8. And visually, it looks more pleasant for white. E4. You rook E1 first.
Oh no, my prime.
Oh yes, your prime. You joust for Pope. Takes. There's bishop C7. Go back. I think I'm winning C6 now. Wow. Okay. King e5. Bishop's not a great piece. Someday I want to take and play f4, e5. This first. And this maybe. And d7 I take on c7. Rook d, I probably play rook d2. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh. Can't believe I just did that. The queen was defended. Oh, my queen! My opponent doesn't take it though. I'm so sad. Just one move blunder. And I'm still fighting. I have rook for a piece and pawn. Rook d8. Didn't work.
Taking $5 out of Jeff Bezos' pocket.
Yeah. Final position was losing. Oh, so sad. What to do though? Yeah, any other move. Should play rook d2 to set this up. Like rook d2 and then knight d6 and then bishop g4. Oh, still maybe not so easy. Wow. What is c3? Oh, wow. Okay, white's not so much better, but I gave away everything in one move. Yeah, the oh no, my queen trick didn't quite work there. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you to Alenardo, the prime sub. Richie. I think overall it was like a nice build up until the blunder. And check the opening real quick. Engine likes 92. Ah, 92. Knight c3 is also playable. Okay, 2 out of 3. One more game until a break. Yeah, I think I'll run the prediction during the break. Oops. I did start the stream a little bit later. Like, I didn't have much downtime before the first game. ChristopherYoo wins. Here we go. Okay, another player from Azerbaijan. I see the comment from Archie. That's nice to hear. Thanks for sharing. Okay, we have a QGD exchange variation. Yeah, this move order is tricky because h6 there's like takes, queen takes, and pin. I'll castle first. Bishop d3, bishop e6. This is the position I had against Magnus Carlsen in our OTB game. This is a simul that he gave right before Field Cup. I think we're still following the game. He played bishop g3. This is interesting. b5 is a standard response. Also considering bishop g4. I'll play bishop g4. Because I'm threatening now to take and take. I might take anyway. Or maybe I leave the tension. Maybe just b5 here. It does weaken the c-pawn, but there's ways to defend the c-pawn. I know very often there's takes in queen d6. It's actually one of the ideas I played against Magnus. And somehow he still like cracked me. So it's probably a good move. I take first. First. Exactly what I want. The idea is to eventually get a knight to c4. There's still a lot of tension. But the rook's covering the pawn. Knight c4 is coming. Now I'm fine taking. Betting knight a3. Might see e4 coming. I probably take. b4 is not really hanging. Or is it? Why not? Takes. Maybe takes and queen f4. Here I can play knight h7 to g5 and attack the weaknesses. Combine that with rook a3. A lot of potential here. Potential energy. Oh, but queen f5 is coming. The queen f5, it's still interesting. Oh, queen f5, I take on d4. I was looking at these weaknesses, but this is also a weakness. If knight f5 not happening. King g2 is coming. I'll still go for this. Like rook a2. So queen h4, there's rook h1. Oh, there's a funny line. I'm threatening to take, and then pork. The pin plus a fork. Oh, but it's not working because the knight covers e4. Who's still working? I need to see like this move. White's not going to play that. And White's kind of stuck here though. Because yeah, now the queen's overworked. I just take on f3. On h3. Looking at knight f4, rook g1. I think I just take here. Knight g4 coming. What have I done? Mess up. Oh dear. Still interesting though. I have 3 seconds left. At least a draw. Covering g1. Oh, I'm so sad. Almost a fortress. No. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, it's such a good position. Like, I was on the verge of winning. I was about to play knight f4. Engine says it's forced mate. Ah, queen g4. I figured why not win another pawn. It's still, oh, it's still winning with this move. It's even still winning with pawn c3 here. What to do? Man, I missed so many chances. Got a little bit too low on time. But it's such a nice, it was actually like a really nice, instructive, like gradual build up. Okay, position was like roughly equal, but then at some point, okay, once I got the knight to c4, like going in my direction. Yeah, it happened the other game too. Just like these blunders when I have the edge. Okay, let's do the prediction. I'm 2 out of 4. Thankfully, we have a break. Also, I appreciate the raid from Condition Lean. If you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. I'm going to make a prediction. How many points will Eric finish with? And we'll do out of 11. So I'm 2 out of 4 right now. So, what's like a reasonable starting point? 4.5 out of 11, 5 out of 11. Seven out of 11.
Was just informed you are coming to Vegas.
I
Looking
am.
forward to it.
Hey, it's DG Road. You're going to be in Vegas too. Yeah, it should be a fun event. I even get 8.5 out of 11? I guess I could. Okay. 9 out of 11 would require me to win the rest of my games. I hope I didn't miss anything here. I missed 2 out of 11. Well, this covers I'm assuming I'm going to finish with 4.5 or better, but what to do? Make it a 10-minute prediction. If I score 9 points, I might that might be good enough to tie for first. Super unlikely though. I like how someone already wagered
Good luck, Buckaroo.
almost 4,000 channel points. Maybe that came from multiple people. Thank you, Richter. Yeah, there's multiple chess events taking place. I'm playing a Super Swiss in Vegas before the National Open. I'll have more information about pretty soon. And the National Open. And then there is this like big, like the Derrick Rose event that has like a massive prize fund, but also massive entry fee. I don't qualify to play in it because it's only for players supposedly rated below 2,000. I feel like betting on TT is so risky because there's so many different possible outcomes. Yeah, but high risk, high reward. I usually finish like around 6 or 6.5, like the par score for me. How to join Title Tuesday? Well, you have to be a like verified title player, and if you are, then it usually pops up like on the homepage of chess.com/play. Oh, Emberg saw the coffee chess video. Yeah, I think they posted one so far. My game against Boston Mike. Yeah, that was filmed in LA a few months ago. I'll be posting some on my channel as well. I had some funny games against Boston Mike. Had a Ponziani game, an England Gambit game. This was not the final position. This was the final position. Oh, so much sadness. I'm not sure what Boston Mike's rating is. He's probably like 1,600. Although the Ponziani game I played against him, like I think I was in trouble at some point. Say maybe on a bad day he's like 1,500, but on a good day he's like 1,900. He's capable of playing some good chess. Yeah, the England Gambit game against Boston Mike. I'll be posting it probably in the next week or so. It was this one. And I don't want to reveal what happened, but I tried one of the dirtiest traps. It was just my way of responding to his trash talk. Oh yeah, there will be a Simon in Vegas. All information is in the Vegas command. For anyone who registers for Vegas and uses my code, you get a discount and like merch. So if there's anyone that's like planning to go, do it through the link. Best book for an amateur. Really depends what you're looking for. Gosh, there's... Okay, triggering a lot of links in chat. We have the books command. My book recommendations. I've never met Josh Waitzkin, but he's a big role model. His book, The Art of Learning, is one of my favorites. Okay. We have a... what was almost Joe Bava London going into a Pierce. Yeah, so with knight c6, usually black wants to get an e5. Casting is a simple way to prevent it, because e5 I can take and then eventually win the pawn. h6. I think bishop b5? Huh. 5 first. Calculating bishop d7, e5, takes, knight h5, bishop e3. Just f3 first. Okay, so leaving the center tension. If I take... Maybe bishop c4 is preferable. Let's take. Sometimes the bishop is used as fuel for black's attack. And we're getting this setup. And with the pressure against h6, the rook is tied down, so black can't easily castle kingside. We might see castling queenside. But then d5. Now I'm trying to throw up some queenside attack. Knight a4. Idea to bring the queen in. And the dream is to play queen b4, knight a5, knight c6. With the triple pork. f5. I just ignore it. Going full attack mode to get all the pieces involved. I mean, they can win the pawn. Is this move? Okay, so b6, I have knight c6. Probably like queen b5 if I actually want to take. I also have queen c3. Queen c3 is probably more principled. And queen e2, I'm basically abandoning the kingside pawns. But the idea is to attack. Bishop f2. I want to create the battery. So b6, queen c6, king moves, I take. And there's really no counterplay for black. You could take with rook too. Yeah, this is made in just a few more moves. Do I miss duck chess? A little bit. I'll play again at some point. But how can I miss duck chess with a position like this in normal chess? I'm so grateful my opponent doesn't have a duck. But a duck probably wouldn't help black in this position. Or maybe it would. King b8 and then duck b7. Okay. Not too often you see the move bishop b8 checkmate. Because that implies the king has to be on a7. I miss duck chess or bug house more. Or duck house. I think I tried playing duck house once. Combining bug house and duck chess. It was a little bit confusing though. Yeah, I guess bishop a7 could also be some discover checkmates. Like if there's some rook on the 7th. Or bishop b8. Or I guess you could play, move the bishop from a7 and checkmate the king along this diagonal. Why wasn't queen c7, queen a7 mate? That was also mate. Yeah, in this position, there's many ways to mate. It was just a matter of choice. I think the more efficient way was to take on b6 with the queen. So 3 out of 5. Still on pace for 9 out of 11, but still very far away. Kramnik against Andraken. And this should be winning for black. But maybe not. And counterplay. Oh, but maybe. But maybe not. Wow, it's going to be rook and bishop versus rook. Can Kramnik defend with almost no time? Yeah, every move he's on the verge of flagging. Nice move. Nice swerve of the king. Actually not easy now for black. Oh, never mind. Or actually, it's not easy for black to win the pawn. But Kramnik's not really gaining time. Gaining a little bit. Oh, what a battle. Wow, the engine says it's a draw. Oh, well, it's always going to say it's a draw, actually. But, yeah, black's still pressing. Looks like black's eventually going to win the pawn. Uh-oh. White in time? No. Oh no, my Kramnik. That was a cool game. Wow, Mikola Bortnik. 5 out of 5. Serrana and Andrejkin now. Ruja close behind. Okay, playing Aalessia from Romania. UGG, exchange variation. Had this earlier. Saw Queen C2 earlier. This is my chance to redeem myself in this variation. Now, earlier we saw a setup with knight f3. There is also knight e2. f4. In rook e8. I'm threatening both pawns now. E-pawn's pinned. Means f4 is not defended. I mean, there's this move. Yeah, there's no way f4 can be a good move. The attempt was to get a Stonewall set up. I'm thinking queen f3, I would play c5. Now I'm turning all 3 pawns. I think the only way to defend all 3 of them was king f2. Now I can take. I could take on f4 too. I'm kind of spoiled for choice. I'll take on f4, or on d4. Because now I'm hitting the bishop and the pawn. And if king d2, I take on e3. Everything's crumbling for white. Takes and then bishop f4. And so many pins that we've seen this game. Yeah, so because the queen is pinned, my queen was safe. Material-wise, queen and a bunch of pawns for white, rook, and knight. I want to play knight b4. Knight e2, queen d3, trapping the bishop. Rook d1 I take, and we have another pin upon us. Okay. That was a pleasant game. It's one of these moves that I haven't encountered before, but yeah, I think it was a bit premature for white. So how many pins were there in this game? I mean, this was the first pin, but then this was my first pin. So 1, and then this was another pin, 2, and then this was another pin, 3, and then, yeah, we didn't see it play out, but this would have been at least the 4th pin. Okay, let's watch a game. What happened to Hikaru? Oh, Hikaru is on 4. Oh, I saw him. Oh, let's watch Grishuk against Kamsky. Some famous legends. Yeah, no sign of Magnus. I don't know if Magnus played earlier today. I don't think so. So I'm 4 out of 6. Still on pace for 9 out of 11. I'm actually curious. This was a breakdown of the poll. Nine really core believers. Most people were, I guess, rational. A few doubters as well. I'll probably play a stronger player next round. Wow. Professional game. They didn't even repeat. It was just a draw offer. Mutual respect. Okay. Who is this person? Mandarin. Oh, Chagayev. Where's the queen? Yeah, white's down a queen and down a lot of the time. Yeah, black is winning. Let's watch Fabiano. Wow. Look at Fabiano's pieces. How did this even happen? He has a rook on e2, and it's a closed file for black. How did the rook even get in? Fabiano is up 3 pawns? He's up 3 pawns. White's king is in shambles. I'll go back once we see the conclusions of the game. Yeah, Fabiano acting like a bulldozer. The king is like walking a tightrope on the A file. About to fall off the board. Still not over though. Rook's just chilling in white's crib. Okay, this is winning for black. So how did they get there? It came from Trumpowski. Wait. Trumpowski. How did the rook get to e2? The center is completely closed. Ah, so it found this path. Wow. Okay. That was very aesthetic. Who's Villagra? Oh, Henriquez. Serrano is 6 out of 6. Any more games still going? Ooh. And both these players on perfect scores. Looks almost like a draw, but maybe not. Still tricky. Oh, it's some theoretical ending. Yeah, this is a draw. Start pushing the pawn. Okay. Has anyone ever finished Title Tuesday perfectly? Probably? I'm not sure though. I would think so. At least one of Hikaru's wins. I have some vague memory of Hikaru with 11 points. And Bobby Fischer too, yeah. Back in the 70s. Any games still going? List. Ooh. This is a classic position. Oh! There goes a queen. Okay. Oh yeah, Morphe as well. Back in the 1800s. Oh, playing ChristopherYoo. Christopher knows everything. I mean, he plays the London himself, so I'm a little bit concerned here. Maybe I can in some line. He's going to play queen b6. Bishop g4. Actually surprised he's going into this line. Although he might go for like the more positional approach. Play bishop b5. I'll try and play like ding. They had the position with the bishop on f5. But it's kind of similar. A4 here. Trying to provoke a6. Okay, I'm trying to play in the style of ding. Okay, this first. Oh, I messed up. I either have to lose exchange or accept terrible pawn structure. It's not the end of the world, but it's not looking good. Queen g5. And black was threatening knight b3. Oh, how bad is this? I want to put a rook on e5. Not sure if I'm in time to do it. I mean, this is something. At least the knight's offsides. Maybe use a g file. e6 is a potential weakness. The rooks will both find like at least half open files. f4 blocks a queen. There's a little bit of hope. Probably still worse. The nice thing about bishop d3 is it stops rook g6. Except I'm not in time to do it. Draw. You might see a knight c4 wouldn't make sense. I'm wondering about this line, knight b3 and then rook g6. Knight d2 idea. And h5 in that line. I mean, I have rook g1 now. This move. F pawn briefly hanging. e5 ideas. Ideas to chase away the knight from e5 and then triple up. Okay, so I've kind of turned my weakness into a strength. Like the double pawns, they look so ugly, but they allow for the open G file. Knight E7 is coming. I think I still play B5. B5. There's also rook E1. I take. Up a pawn. Black has a lot of weaknesses. Up two pawns. It's winning? Not sure though. Wow, it's not winning. Oh. No. Was it not winning? Nice hold by Christopher. It was the only idea that I could find. Although maybe I should go for this. What a game. It came down to this opposition thing. The after g5, I can't really do much. Maybe, did I have king e5? Oh, king f7 is just a draw. Okay. What to do? What a crazy game. I'll have to analyze it later. There's more downtime. I mean, it's not a bad result given that I kind of botched the opening. What was knight e4? This is new territory. Bishop c4. Probably go for f3 at some point. Go for f4. Bishop g3, f4 takes queen g4, king h8. I think I go for f4 here. I'm conceding the bishop pair. But, I mean, with all the pawns and dark squares, they complement the light squared bishop. Does black want to play g4? There's a funny line. I have to take with knight. g4, queen e1. Not happening. f6 I take on f5. Hmm. Trying to play energetically. So if takes, the pawn looks weak, but it's not easy to attack. These pawns are a bit weak. f3. I have 3 g5, knight g5. 6. Not confident. Rook d1 first. I was looking at this line. I wasn't sure about rook f6. There's an idea to play h4. Maybe I could have played in the last move. Takes and then rook f5. This pawn is pinned. Yeah, there's no bishop d7 because I take and take. And takes queen c5 runs into this. Although maybe it's still playable. H4? It gets very double-edged. So there's an idea. Okay, never mind. Rook f6 perhaps. And the queen is tied down to defending the bishop, so takes, like almost winning for white. Preparing this. Bishop's tied down to e6. This is an interesting line. A queen g7. Say g4. En passant, rook f7. It's like a really risky move. Probably just a bad move. Queen c1, rook f1. I'm not threatening anything. Not good. Yeah. Rough game. Had some chances. Yeah, g4 was self-destruction. I thought I was being clever in blocking the file. This was my initial like choice, but I wasn't sure about the double up. I can just take and prevent rook g8. Yeah, everything was controlled. And black can still try and hold on. Okay, good game. Had good chances there. It's been the challenge to convert winning positions today. Yeah, I was happy with this fine, like h4, rook f5. And then towards the end here, like still survivable, but I have to find only moves. Thank you, Aalessia. Take on e6 after bishop c6. Yeah, if I take with the rook, there's queen g7. And the counterplay is kind of annoying. If I take with bishop, there's still queen g7. Or no, take with bishop, there's free material for black. I'm curious about the Where is it? The previous game I played. Wait, what round was that? So we do have another break. 2 games going this round. So, is there a table base? Or no? Someone was saying last week that there's table base on chess.com, but I don't think it's part of the Explorer tab. I mean, maybe the engine won't know though. Oh, this is usually a sign of the position's a draw. He defended well. Yeah, this is five pieces. Let's actually put it into table base. Oh, so this is winning. Ah, I have to put the king on f7. I see, and then get opposition. What did I do in the game? I play king f6. Ah. So king f7. This is so instructive. Because this is a diagonal opposition. And then what I want is a scenario like this where I'm going to win the pawn. Black can keep the opposition because the pawn controls g4. And this is just a winning endgame for white. And then the key is after g5, takes, king g7. We had this position in the game, but it was my move. And if it's white's move, it's a dead draw because black will always keep the opposition. There's never a way for my king to even cross the 6th rank. But with black's move, like here, I would still keep the opposition. And then whichever way the king goes, I'll go the other direction. Like here, and I win the pawn and it's winning. Now, it would not be winning. Like, let's say we got to this situation. It wouldn't be winning if I had an f2 pawn. Or wait, no, it wouldn't be winning if I didn't have an f2 pawn. It's very important to have extra pawn, because in the event of this, I always have a chance to lose a tempo. Oh, welcome back to Gensh. I did not beat ChristopherYoo. I had my chance though. It came down to a really instructive rook ending. So I guess I found the winning idea, putting the king on f8 and then forcing the rook trade. You go back and rooks were still on the board and your king was on g7. Don't think there was ever a point where that happened. I mean, the black king was on g7. But my king only got to g7 once rooks were off the board. Yeah, I've had very serious matches against ChristopherYoo's dad recently in Scrabble. His dad is like a formerly ranked Scrabble player. Sometimes when they come for tournaments in the area, we have some serious Scrabble games. My king get to f7? Oh, here. The engine's not giving, like, it gives a huge plus for white. I think I still have to go for this rook trade. What's my score? What is my score? Standings? I have to scroll down to find my name. I think I'm 5.5 or 4.5. I was 4 out of 6. I drew. No, I'm 4.5. With 4 more rounds to go. Or no, 3 more rounds to go. Wait, 9, 10. No, 4 more rounds to go. No, 3 more rounds to go. It's been a long tournament. Oh, I can't count. I appreciate all the energy I can get. Okay, there's 90 seconds until round 9. I'm 101. Okay, I'll try and finish in the top 100. My tiebreaks are good. My tiebreaks are the best out of all the players with 4.5. Thank you, Gary. Gifting to Paja. You can check the opening this game. Oh, there's a question earlier about why was I trying to provoke a6? And we saw this play out in the Ding Nepo game, the game that Ding played the London, is that a6 creates this weakness on b6. And there's ideas to later play like a5, b4, and plant the knight on c5. And then these pawns sometimes get fixed. It's a deep position idea. Oh, I forgot to make tea. It's too late now. There's 20 seconds until the next game. Okay. Try and regain some momentum. b3. Play 97. There's some weird line like here and then here. e3, g6. Or maybe I just go for reverse open Sicilian. And this is kind of what I want, but still a solid approach. Just a quick f5. And this move is probably coming at some point. I might lose a bishop pair. I'll play e4 right away. But probably a bit too risky. Problem with e4 is takes, and there's some bishop e4 ideas. Seem like I'm putting my king on the same diagonal as the bishop, but I think it's safer on h8. Now e4, there's issues with the knight. Wait, did I just miss a free pawn? a3 was hanging? f4. By f4. Sometimes f4 runs into knight e4, but now that the knight's committed, seemed like a timely move. I missed a free pawn earlier. No, the points of queen e7. Yeah, I'm not sure how great this is. And there's g5. It's double-edged. Knight wants to get to d4. It's far away. White's taking time, though. Wow. e4, knight d2, f3. I might as well start with this. Knight d2 I could take on d4 as well. Oh, there's this move. I take back. Now knight d2. Knight d2, I still play knight d4. And take on g4. Ah, there's... I mean, I have this coming. This could just be really bad for me, but I have to try and weather the storm. And g8. Hmm. Terrifying. Queen h8, king f7. Look at my king, it's being hugged. It feels so loved. I was really close to getting ready to under promote to knight. Just for the lulz. Okay. What a crazy game. Wow, so this position, yeah, queen e5 would have been an annoying check. Because blocking with rook, there's queen h5. Blocking with queen, there's queen b8. Apparently it's just perpetual. It was a nice gift from the opponent. Okay. So 5.5. Two more rounds to go. Watch Danya. Oh no, my Danya. I think I won that previous game with love. My king was more loved than White's king. White's king didn't have a support group. Almost some stalemate tricks, but not quite. Good try. If Rook A1 was pre-moved, this was probably the best try in the position. Watch Tani. Checkmating with just a rook. Okay, this is a draw. A lot of basic endgames. Okay, this is the most interesting game. Wait, what? Where was it? Not this one. I lost it. I thought I had a game pop up. Here we go. This one. I'm just struggling here. Why is it not making sounds? What's happening? People see this? Am I going crazy? What happened to the time or the board? Should I refresh? I should refresh. Okay, that was weird. But the sound is no longer working. Oh, now it's working. Some weird bugs. Oh, the new rule to chess. You can now pass. Both players were ferociously passing. Yeah, this was winning. Okay. Next game starting in just a moment. Yeah, hopefully that bug doesn't happen during like a game that I play. Probably making moves, but nothing happens. All right, sticking with London. It's been bringing me pretty good positions. Work on converting. This line. I don't think I've had this one in like ever. I studied this recently though. I've gambited 2 pawns. Engine will say white's okay, but it does get really, really crazy. Queen e7 check. In here, I move here. How to do this? Not sure about knight b5 because pawn d5. I'm thinking of going all in. This might be the wrong decision. But it looked too much fun to pass up. There's likely discoveries. Queen d7, I have knight e5 takes and then fork. Mm. E2? A slow move, but I'm curious what black's gonna do. Mm. Imagining this. That doesn't work though, never mind. Crazy, crazy position. Like castle and f4. Black's still a bit tied down. Ah, I have knight f5. And queen d2 as well. Knight f5. But g6 is coming. That's not good. Black's escaping. I missed the position I had from the opening. I don't know what to do. That was a cool game, though. Maybe rook c6 was overboard. I mean, it was more intuitive than like concrete. You have one more game to play. It's the type of position the engine will like really know what to do. I imagine you white might have a close to winning edge, but it still wasn't easy. After king d8, knight f3. Just a simple move. But this is still playable too. Well, that's kind of funny. Knight c4. The problem is I'm down so much material, and if I don't like mate or win something back, it could be worse. Knight e5, wow. This is a cool line. Queen h5, hitting this, but also setting up this. Queen a5 check, and then queen a4. And targeting c6. Yeah, it's not easy to find these like crazy engine lines. But this is a line that I used to misplay. I used to play knight b5 because the engine will spit it out as it's the top engine move. But knight c4 I think is a better practical decision. Because this line is just more enjoyable to play for white. Rook comes to c1 and the queen gets kicked around. So a3 first. Oh yeah, queen c5 was better. Because I don't really want to play this, even though I might have to. And takes, and black has enough material for the queen. Although, bishop d6 first. Better version. Okay, final game. Playing ATM from Malta. Okay. Oh, it's a nice opening trap. I was actually just working on a file on this line, this exact line the other day. I'll be including this in my course. But yeah, rook c1. It's a very natural line for white to walk into. Like queen a4 and knight e5, it's all typical Catalan. Queen c4 is so innocent, but yeah, the pawn was poisonous. I've had this probably a few times on Lee Chess. I think it's the first time in Title Tuesday. And to explain, the queen is pinned or skewered to the c1 square. So I either win the rook or the queen. Okay, my opponent's fighting. Play knight b6. So I think this makes it 3 games today that I've been winning within the first, uh, like 10 to 12 moves. Okay, very important Luft for the king. And now hopefully we'll see the power of the queen over the rook. Yeah, a4. I think I'm winning the pawn eventually. Although there is this rook c4 move. Maybe I can walk the king to d5. So yeah, king's coming in. Yeah, f5 is essentially taking away the white's control over d5. Okay. Well, that concludes Title Tuesday, at least for me. I finished with 6.5 out of 11, which is a par score. Had some fun games, had a lot of missed opportunities. I'll go ahead and fulfill the prediction. 39 people get rewarded, 35% of the channel points. What to do now? I probably won't stream for too much longer, but I can do some sort of after show. When people want duck chess, many people want duck chess. Not popping up for me though. Oh, there we go. Playing Winged Pig. One has a high rating. Okay. We have the new vid command. Wow. Interesting move. This is brand new territory for me. I'm threatening 2 different moves to trap the bishop. Winning Connect 4 as well. So for anyone not familiar with duck chess, it's a fun variant. It's chess but with a duck. Every turn you make a normal move and then you put the duck to a new place. And you can use a duck in a very practical manner. Like here I'm using the duck to essentially trap the bishop. Can't move backwards. The duck can't be taken. Can't move through the duck. Knights can still hop over the duck though. I like the duck coming back to c3. Just ensuring that pieces are a bit restricted. I want to take. The best way to do this. Play this move. But this game requires a whole different way of thinking than normal chess. It feels weird to like leave the queen vulnerable on the diagonal, but for now it's okay. Is this a free? This is free. And then this move, so I'm blocking the attack. And the rook is now trapped. That game went very well. Rematch? I gained 7 points for that. Yeah, my rating hasn't gone up that much in a while. But it seems like my opponent is clearly experienced. I want to take and then play duck. I'll take and play duck e7, preventing bishop takes c5. It's too much fun. Play b4. Again, using the duck to block the fianchetto bishop. And now it's a double pinned duck. Because both bishops are undefended, the duck is going to be pinned for both of us until one of the bishops becomes defended. Wow. Oh, look at this move. Takes and duck d4. Oh, it's so practical. And then if the queen takes, the duck has to either remove itself from the diagonal or the file. And now I win connect 4. Such a pretty manner. Now e4. I think the knight is getting trapped. Knight d4, black can block the bishop or the queen, but not both. Oh, I forgot about that move. Wait, what did I do? Oops. That's okay, though. I have this move. Yeah, the duck is still double pinned. But the pawns are storming down the board. Defend. Okay, so now the bishop's defended, so duck is still pinned for me. Play this move. Does black want to play b6? Oh, I can put the duck on b6. Now I'm threatening to play pawn b6 and duck c6, trapping the knight. Also offering the trade of bishops. I think I go for this. It looks like my bishop's hanging due to the battery, but long distance defenses don't really work in this game. I would take the queen and block the diagonal. And meanwhile, the knight's trapped. I could take and play duck. If I take and play duck d7, black would take and play duck f7. To be a little bit careful. I trap the queen. G3, duck g4. I'm no longer interested in the knight. I think the queen is trapped. I'm not sure how promoting to a duck would work. Not quite a thing in this game. Oops, I should have... Wait. How to do this? Play this and then put the duck back. Because I still want to win the knight. Just cleaning up a lot of material here. Oh, please explain the duck. So the duck is a blocker. It's a shared piece. For every move, there's 2 steps. There's making a normal chess move, and then there's moving the duck. And you can use it in different ways. It's a good defender. I'd like to use it to try and attack. Knight g5. I don't want to lose my queen though, or my rook. Also, I'm just trying to smother mate. I might be losing the rook or the pawn. Getting into a really weird scenario. Maybe this move and this move. Oh, my bishop though. Oops. I should not have done that. Okay, I still have an extra queen, but Black has 2 rooks for it. Black actually has enough material for it. This pawn might come in clutch. There's rook E that can sack the queen, make a new one. Now the bishop is stuck behind the duck. Yeah, look at this move. Here and then here. This is a way to defend the knight, because if takes, the duck has to move. And now, yeah, both pawns are promoting. The duck can only stop one of them. Oh, was it? It was one rook. I forgot I still had a rook. Wait, let's not flag. Oops. Okay, that's actually duck mate. Okay. We'll do like 1 or 2 more. Alright, what opening to play? I forget most of my duck theory. Allowing the Trumpowski. Play this and this. Oh! Okay, let's play this. It does feel bad sometimes when you're blocked by the duck. Alright, now this move. So now the bishop has stepped a little bit too far into the wrong neighborhood. Oh, well, I can't play g5 to trap the bishop. That's kind of sad. e5. Play c5. But now that there's a lingering like threat of g5, the duck will probably keep returning to g6. Which gives me time to just do things on the queen side. I might be threatening to win the pawn. Because takes, never mind. Wait, what? Not super simple though. Okay, I'm going to treat this as a gambit. I don't want to lose d5. Wait, I don't want to lose my queen though. It's about to blunder my queen. Alright, let's take and duck d2. I'm allowing bishop takes knight. Yeah, knights are generally more valuable in this game. But what to do? I think we're going to see this move. I have queen b6. And duck b4, preventing queen takes e4. I'm probably f5. I have to be careful with the way I do this. There's also bishop f5. I like pawn f5. Preventing knight c4. So there's this pressure against b2. Yeah, the first two games against his opponent were pretty one-sided, but this game I might be a little bit worse. I have to fight my way back. Or waddle my way back. Waddle, waddle. I mean, discovery ideas aren't as effective, unfortunately. That's a good move. I mean, e5? Duck d5? Or if it's worth, like, trading a queen for 2 knights. I was wondering about this line. So I'm basically attacking the queen, and the knight is still attacked. If knight moves, then the duck has to move. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm losing my queen. Good move. I'm in big trouble. I have g5 at least. Maybe I take... I gotta take her. I'm in big trouble. But you never know. Like, I'm probably close to getting mated, but sometimes a duck can be a good defender. That's another good move. I'm gonna win the knight at least. It's not going well.
Duck.
Oh man. Time-wise, this is very difficult. There's no hopes of like getting a stalemate trick either, unfortunately. I'm trying to fight at least. No! Ah. I managed to set up the blockade. A little bit too slow though. Good game. Should I play Unbelievable? Opponent played well. Yeah, I think you winged pig. At some point, I lost my queen. Yeah, this knight d6 move. I didn't have my danger levels. I almost got smothered by the duck, but here it was already too late. Okay, play one more. This will probably be my final duck game of today. Andrew Chess says this is my first time seeing duck chess. Wow. Yeah, there's a point where like I was streaming it a lot, but these days it's been a little bit less frequent. Yeah, this is a bit slower of an opening. Good night, I am Rosen fan. Yeah, duck theory is still developing. G5, it's an ambitious attempt, just trying to gain space. I think in the higher levels of duck chess, it's way more positional. It's about building up like small advantages and having them snowball over time. Guaranteeing bishop b7. Let's go for this. And then this. I wanna basically play d4 and try and open things up a little bit. And the point of playing duck d5 is if black doesn't take, I can maybe play pawn d5. Yeah, there's a lot of defenders of the knight. Black has essentially a Sicilian setup. This does resemble some normal chess opening. But how to make progress to be gradual. I have played over the board duck chess. I played with Levy and Danya and actually Fabiano too and Nemo. There's a point we did hand and duck. I think I still have the footage from that. Oh, move the duck. Okay, almost forgot to move the duck. so the bishop wants to do something, but very likely the duck will block the diagonal. We might see duck c3 coming soon. It's so tempting to take. Let's play here. Duck c6 saves both undefended pawns. Although I guess the queen... If I played duck c3, black could take and play duck f4. Oh, I can't en passant the duck. Okay. What to do? I wanted to duck passant. Thank you, Misanthropic Tim. The first time prime. Yeah, there's been multiple viewers who have sent me like loads of small rubber ducks. I have a huge stash of rubber ducks. I'm very prepared for over-the-board duck chess. I'll probably bring a few to Vegas. Castling. Yeah, this is going to be a hard position to win. The king is so safe, and it's so hard to actually crack the king side. At least I'm building up some time advantage. Maybe I'll maneuver the knight to e3, eventually d5. Yeah, so the duck, it's used as a blocker, but it's also sometimes used to guarantee certain moves. Like I put the duck on e3 to guarantee knight e3. I want to play bishop a3. Trade off black's only knight. I do a duck simul. That can get very hectic. It'd be interesting though. It would be hard to do a simul where I mix normal chess and duck chess. Okay, this is an accomplishment. Because knights should be better than bishops in this game. And I'm guaranteeing knight d5. Nice outpost. So there's pressure against multiple targets. This is interesting. Like, I would like to take the rook, but at the same time, the knight should be better than the rook. Let's hold on to the knight. It'd be funny if we see f5, duck f6, preventing yet another en passant. Although f5, duck f6 would hang this pawn. So it seems like the duck is returning to f4. These the last 3 moves, now 4 moves. But now I have this move. I'll put the duck on d5. Pressure this way and this way. Like to win a duck chess, you have to create multiple pressure points. The duck is good at blocking like one direction, but on the files and the diagonal. What to do now? Duck d2. Where's my breakthrough? On f4? On f4 there's takes and There. I'm calculating pawn f4. Takes duck e5. I take and duck d7. Take and duck e8. Like, black is so solid. How do I make any progress? I might as well castle. Get the other rook involved. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll put this rook on a1 and then the other rook on d1. And then at least I'll have two files where the duck can only block one of them. And then maybe like attack from multiple directions. Like, it's already nice with the queen and bishop and knight. It's just optimizing. It's about optimizing the rook as well. But black, of course, is... Okay, black wants to take my king. The other thing I didn't fully explain yet is there's not really check in duck chess. Like, the game ends with capturing the king. So there's times where this is relevant. Like, you are allowed to castle if you're in check. Okay. I feel like I'm making some progress, although I don't want to take the rook. Right, the duck is going to have to move, so the bishop or this bishop will both be attacked. Guess there's this move. I think I go for the queen trade. And then like this. Preventing the rook from coming in. A lot more pressure building up. It looks like if this were normal chess, I would do blundering takes, and bishop c5 check. Taking up the rook. But in duck chess, if takes, bishop c5, I put the duck on f2 and take the bishop. And here we finally have a mistake from the opponent. I think I can take. And very important move, duck b6. It's counterintuitive. Like, when you're first learning duck chess, it's the only way to make sure the queen's defended. Even though it looks like I'm blocking the queen. After takes, the duck has to move, and I'm able to take back. Now life is very good. Up a piece. Black is still under a lot of pressure. Playing duck c5 because I want to win the pawn with the rook. Although the king is also a bit precarious. I could have played duck g7. I trap the bishop. Preventing bishop a5. It has, okay. Didn't quite have that square. It still takes a lot of patience to win a position like this. The duck is going to try and get in my way, but gradually pick up pawns. Try and win efficiently. Here's king g7, rook b8. Okay. Okay. Well, that was a fun stream. Some fun Title Tuesday games. And some duck chess games. I think it's time to wrap things up. I did drop a new video about half hour ago, which also featured like an interesting variant. It's called chess, but only pawns. That was a fun line that, or fun like custom position I had the other day. Okay, let's send the raid to Velcro Dot. Send some good vibes. Oh, thank you, Barkowski. The bits, I guess. Oh, GPSTL says, I'm winged pig on chess.com. Oh, good games. Where can I buy your merch? We have the merch command. It's shop.iamrosen.com. So thanks again, everyone. I'll be back probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening, if I had to guess. So stay tuned and see you guys soon.